Good evening, everybody! Good to see you. Ja, also ihr merkt, ich bin schon halb im Englischen drinne, weil wir haben heute Special Guests aus Irland. Das heißt, der Call wird heute auf Englisch laufen. Und ich würde sagen, dadurch, dass die schon da sind, legen wir direkt los. Keine Sorge, falls irgendwer nicht so gut in Englisch ist, dann werde ich das Ganze zwischendurch ein bisschen übersetzen. Aber eins werdet ihr auf jeden Fall verstehen und das ist die Energy von den beiden. Ich habe die beiden. Wo habe ich die denn kennengelernt? Ich habe die, glaube ich, kennengelernt in Lissabon damals. Und ja, es war einfach unglaublich cool, die zu sehen und wie die ihr Business aufbauen und so weiter. Deswegen habe ich gedacht, hey, die möchte ich euch nicht vorhalten. Das müsst ihr unbedingt auf jeden Fall mal mitbekommen. Und deswegen wechsle ich jetzt auf Englisch. Und wenn ihr irgendwelche Fragen habt, die ich denen stellen soll, dann dürft ihr das gerne auf Englisch oder auch auf Deutsch in den Chat reinschreiben. Und dann werde ich denen diese Fragen stellen. So let's switch into English. Good evening, everybody. Good to see you all. And I would say, let's get ready to start it, to rumble. Yeah, so I just asked Sophie to get her MacBook to just do this because my MacBook can't do it and I really like it. So let's get ready to rumble. And I'm so happy to have you both here. Sabrina and Paddy. And I mean, Paddy, you just reached the position of NMD. So massive, massive, massive congratulations. Yeah, we just had a beautiful party with you in Madrid for your NMD. And now the first question is, how did you both get introduced into Juice Plus? And how was your start? Have you been like one of these partners, like going crazy straight away? Or did it take some time? Or how was your start into this business?
Okay, hi everyone.
Hey everyone.
Thank you so much for having us on. Yes, go. We're so excited to be here tonight and to share a little bit about our journey with us. So, we've been with the business now 5 years.
Hold on. Before we start, I'm going to give you my only German that I know. Okay? Ich bin 38 Jahre alt.
Damn, that's
That's good.
beautiful. You're half
That's all I
German,
know.
aren't you?
What did you say?
Perfect.
Ah, don't tell her.
What did he say?
He said you're beautiful.
Oh, okay.
He said I have a beautiful wife.
So we're in the business 5 years. We're husband and wife, and I'm an international marketing director. And Paddy is?
My name is Paddy, and I'm a national marketing director. We've been with the Juice Plus company for 5 years, coming up on my 5th-year anniversary now.
And I suppose when we started first, I worked in a solicitor's office. So I worked in law and Paddy was a mechanic, and that's all we done. We never knew anything different. We never done anything like this before. And when I came across the opportunity, I actually came across it in a mammy group. So two ladies were talking a little bit about the business and I just seen it in conversation. So nobody ever reached out to me. Nobody ever found me on social media. Nobody ever offered me the opportunity. I just seen two girls talking about it in a mammy group. So I reached out to a random girl on this mammy group, and in Messenger I asked her, would she mind sharing with me what she done, because I had left work to become a stay-at-home mammy, and I was at home with our two little girls. So now they're 8 and they're 5. So we were kind of, I suppose, struggling a little bit financially because Paddy was the only person working. So I reached out to a random stranger on Facebook, and I got on a call then with her upline because she was only very new in the business. I think she was Partner Plus at the time. So I got on with her upline, who is Laura Cullen. You probably know her. She just went to EMD in Madrid. And I reached out and I had a call with her. And to be honest, guys, I had no clue what it was. I didn't know what the products were. I didn't know what the business was. I never used social media before. So this was all very, very new to me. But I was willing to jump in and try it because we were needing that extra bit of income. So I jumped in and I went Partner Plus my first month, and then I went Senior Partner my second month. Okay, so I kind of done those two quickly. And I remember back then, my upline said, right, we're jumping on this call. It was actually Dan and Harriet from the UK. They're both PMD. I don't know if you know them. They were NMD at the time, and I jumped on a Zoom call with them. And because I was doing so well in the business, I went Partner Plus and Senior Partner so quickly, I was asked to ask them a question. And I had no confidence at the time. I said, I am not unmuting myself on a Zoom call and asking these guys a question. But my Laura obviously made me do it. So I jumped on, I asked them a question. But as they were telling their story about how they went on so many holidays one year, they bought a Range Rover from this business, they bought their dream home from this business. I remember Paddy was sitting in the sitting room and he was playing his PlayStation. And I said to him, you got to get out and listen to this call. These guys live an amazing life. And he was like, no, I don't care. I was like, but they have a Range Rover in their front garden. I was like, you need to get out and listen to this call, because Paddy was obviously a mechanic at the time and he absolutely loved cars. So he came out and he listened to the call, and I suppose his journey started there.
Yeah, I seen two normal people from normal backgrounds. They were actually younger than us at the time, and they took this opportunity. They were able to live an incredible life, and most of all, they were able to quit their jobs. So they say people join this business either through inspiration or desperation. I think at the time, financially, Sabrina joined through desperation, but I joined through inspiration from Dan and Harriet. So I seen an opportunity where I could get out of work. I didn't want to be 50 years of age still fixing cars. So I seen this as an opportunity to get out of that. And I signed up that night. Now, Sabrina was asking me for 2 months to join, and I wasn't listening to her. So I suppose your number one tip here is the third party. It's get somebody else in who they can relate to. Even if you're talking to somebody, they might not buy into you, but by using the third party, they might just listen to them. And that's exactly what we did. I listened to Dan and Harriet. I signed up that night. And, I went Partner Plus in my first month. I went Senior Partner in my second month. We were both sales coordinator within 6 months of starting the business.
We were pretty much a power couple at the start. Everyone was like, what the hell is going on? We attended our first event in Edinburgh. So that was our very first event that we ever went to. And that's in the UK. And we went there, and I remember our goal was we both wanted to be SC on that stage. So we went like so hard working at the business for us both to be SC. And back then, I don't know if your SC got reduced over the last couple of years, but our SC got reduced over the last couple of years. So it used to be so much higher, the volume, than it is now. And I went SC, we'll say, for example, last month, and then Paddy went SC this month, and then we were going to Edinburgh. So we both got on stage as a sales coordinator. And I remember when we went there, we had no money to really go. We put it on our credit cards. And at the time when I started the business, our credit card was maxed out. Like, we could not put anything on it. So Juice Plus was paying, bits off our credit cards. So we paid to go to Edinburgh on our credit cards again. And when we got there, it was really, we had no clue. We had no clue what was possible. When we got there, it was really just for a weekend away. We were like, we'll get away from the kids for a weekend. And that's really what it was. It wasn't anything that we were going to change our life or anything like that. So when we got to Edinburgh, we see normal people, walk that stage, normal mammies transform their lives, normal, guys transforming their lives, couples. We just seen so much. And we got so inspired. And I remember leaving that event saying, if they can do it, we can too. So we got to work. And 8 months later, we left. We got me to NMD. And what were you then? 8 months
SSC.
later. Paddy got SSC. So we literally gone, now this was really fast. So we went Partner Plus, we went Senior Partner, we went SC. And then it was 2 months later, I went QSSC. You were still SC. Then I went SSC 2 months later. Paddy went QSSC. 2 months later, I went QNMD. Paddy went SSC. And then 3 months later, I went NMD. So it was very fast. It was like boom, boom, boom.
I was always halfway behind her.
Paddy was always behind me with every position. So it did move very, very fast. And then that was 16 months in business. And then 24 months in business, 2 years, I went IMD. And obviously, when did you go?
November 2020. So I was in the business 16 months and I went QNMD. So we had a QNMD business and an IMD business within 2 years. And I decided we were making good money. I mean, I think we collected, what was it, maybe 30 or 50 grand in bonuses, something like that.
Euro.
So,
Yeah.
Euro, like you guys are in Euro too. And we were making a lot of commissions. So I was like, I'm working 8 hours a day and I'm making more part-time on my phone. And I was like, I'm not going to work anymore. So I quit my job in November 2020, and we've been doing Juice Plus full time ever since.
And it's crazy because that was a very fast start. And you know, when I did go IMD, and when we both, like, obviously we both worked the two businesses. So when we both got to IMD at that time, it was like we weren't ready to be an IMD. It just went so fast. You know, we hadn't grown into that IMD position. So for the last 3 years, my business has sat at IMD. I haven't got EMD yet, but it's on the way. It's coming. I've definitely grown into an IMD now. And obviously Paddy got NMD there in April, which was absolutely incredible. So yeah, we've an absolutely incredible business. We've a couple of NMDs coming through now this year, which is incredible. So
You've met one of them.
You've met one of them. Who was that, Kev?
No, Bianca.
Oh, Bianca, you met Bianca. So Bianca's already NMD in New Zealand. She's under Paddy, and then we have Paddy's obviously under me as an NMD, and we've 2 or 3 NMDs coming through by the end of the year. So it's taken time, you know. Obviously it went so fast at the start, but it's definitely, you know, taken time now. But we haven't gave up. We've still showed up every single day, which has been good. So we truly believe that this is obviously a long-term thing. It's not a short-term thing. It takes time. It takes a lot of growth as well. So yeah, that was just a little bit of our journey so far. Don't know if we went too far.
Jesus, that's a beautiful story. I mean, that's very, very fast. I mean, most of the people are after 60 months, they are just still SP or whatever. So that's incredible. Really, that's incredible. But let me shortly translate it into German, because not everyone is understanding English that well. Also, ich übersetze es ganz kurz auf Deutsch. Also, was ich jetzt so mitgenommen habe, ja, die sind ganz normale Menschen gewesen. Ja, sie hat irgendwas mit Recht gemacht, mit Jura und so weiter. Er als Kfz-Mechatroniker. Und dann hat sie das Business kennengelernt. Und sie hat das Business kennengelernt, weil sie in Mutterschutz oder in ja, Mutterzeit gegangen ist und einfach ein bisschen mehr Geld verdienen wollte, weil er war der Einzige. Das heißt, sie ist eigentlich so ein bisschen aus der Verzweiflung herausgeschaut, weil die nicht so viel hatten. Ja, es sind ziemlich durchgestartet, ist Partner Plus geworden im ersten Monat, im zweiten Monat SP geworden, also war direkt so ein Durchstarter. Alle haben gesagt, boah, krass. Und sie hat dann immer gesagt, hey, startet du doch auch, ist doch ein geiles Business, mach das doch auch, schau mal, was wir hier verdienen können und so weiter. Und er hat immer gesagt, nee, 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 will ich nicht, ich habe PlayStation gespielt und hatte keinen Bock darauf. Und dann hat sie aber eben gesagt, hey, ich kenne da welche, du musst da mal mitkommen, hör dir das mal an. Und er hat gesagt, nee, nee, will ich nicht, will ich nicht. Hat sie gesagt, hey, schau mal, die haben Range Rover da stehen, ja, das heißt, du musst dir das mal anhören, ja. Und er als Autoliebhaber hat natürlich direkt gesagt, okay, let's go, ich höre es mir das mal an. Ist auch gestartet, auch im ersten Monat Partner Plus geworden, SP geworden im zweiten Monat, also beide voll das Power Couple. Dann sind beide SC geworden, weil die beide als SC auf der Bühne stehen wollten beim ersten Event. Ja, also auch da wieder, ihr lernt, Events sind extrem wichtig. Warum? Weil sie da wieder gelernt haben, hey, das sind so viele Menschen, die ganz normal sind. Ja, und wenn die das können, dann können wir das eben auch. Und dann ging es halt weiter. Und nach 16 Monaten, um es jetzt in Kurzfassung zu haben, sind die letztendlich IMD und SSC gewesen, also absolute Durchstarter, extrem schnell. Und was das auch wieder für dich bedeutet, ja, dein Business kann extrem schnell vorangehen. Und was sie jetzt auch gerade nochmal gesagt hat, da sind jetzt gerade einige auf dem Weg. Und ich war ja in Neuseeland, habe mich mit Bianca May getroffen. Ich weiß nicht, ob der eine oder andere sie kennt, aber sie ist NMD in Neuseeland. Und jetzt müsst ihr euch mal vorstellen, sie ist in Irland, Bianca ist in Neuseeland, die haben sich noch nie im Leben getroffen, aber ich habe die schon getroffen, ja. Und trotzdem hat sie ein NMD aufgebaut. Also absolut crazy, ja, eigentlich auf der anderen Seite von der Welt ein NMD aufzubauen. Und das ist das, was möglich ist. Und was vielleicht auch nochmal kurz wichtig ist, unser Business ist, darüber zu sprechen. Ja, weil sie hat das Business kennengelernt. Sie wurde nie angeschrieben, sondern sie war in der Mutti-Gruppe drin. Und da haben sich in dieser Mutti-Gruppe 2 Menschen über dieses Business unterhalten. Sie hat das so still und heimlich mitgelesen und hat da irgendwann gesagt, warte mal, das hört sich gar nicht so schlecht an. Hat dann die Person angeschrieben. Die Person war Partner Plus zu dem Zeitpunkt, also hatte keine Ahnung von gar nichts eigentlich, und hat dann einen Zoom-Call ausgemacht mit der Upline, und dann ist sie eben gestartet. Und was er nochmal gesagt hat, und das fand ich einen geilen Satz, das kann man sich gut aufschreiben, entweder Menschen starten aus Verzweiflung oder aus der Inspiration heraus. Ja, und sie ist aus Verzweiflung gestartet und er ist aus Inspiration nach mehr heraus gestartet. Und ja, das eigentlich so in Kurzfassung, also 16 Monate IMD und SSC kann man machen, würde ich sagen. NMD auf der anderen Seite von der Welt aufgebaut, also läuft. Yes, so let's go back into English. Thanks for sharing your story. And now I see the beautiful tickets behind you for Rio de Janeiro 2025. And I'm so happy to share this experience with you in the future because we will be there as well, Finn and me. And maybe you can just say, what does it mean for you to be qualified for Rio? And have you ever been qualified for another incentive? What changed your life as well?
Yeah, so we've qualified for every incentive. There's no way I'm not going to get an incentive, okay? So we always make sure we get there. And I think it's important as leaders that we make sure that we get these things to show our team that, you know, they can do it as well. So we have been to a couple of them. We've been to Mallorca, and we've been to different events in the UK, and we got through to, what was that
So
one?
many,
With
like,
Jeff Roberti, the one we couldn't go to.
they must, like, you've been out of the country at least 6, 7 times a year to different things.
Yeah.
And that's not including your convention events. That's just like NMD meetings and different incentives,
but
boot camps.
like I think for Rio, like there was no way we weren't going to Rio. Like it's obviously once in a lifetime trip. It's never somewhere we would have thought we'd, you know, we go to. It wouldn't be something that we'd be like, yeah, let's book Rio. It never was on our vision to go there. So definitely, you know, it was a big priority getting Paddy to NMD because he gets to obviously experience this trip with me. I know I could have brought him as a +1, but to be able to do all the different, you know, the safari rides and everything else that we're getting, you know, so it was important that he was able to do all that with me as well. So yeah, we're really excited. So there was no way we weren't going, and like we have, that's why we have a couple of NMDs coming through, because they are like, we are going to Rio, which is, you know,
they have the points already. It's just the title they're waiting for now.
Yeah, like one of our girls, she's the top,
the
number one in Europe for points, and she's on our team. Like her points are through the roof, but she's
SSC.
Yeah, but she's like, she's nearly QNMD now, and she's like, I'll be NMD, and she's just so close for her. So I think it's important that we get it as leaders to show the team that, come on, you're coming with us, you know, you have to come with us. So, and we're getting all the spending money. We're making sure that we get all that 2,400 spending money each. So yeah, it's just incredible. We are so excited, like a trip of a lifetime, and to be able to show our team, you know, that if we can do this, they can too. And if they can't get to this one, that they make sure they're at the next one.
Absolutely. Yeah, I really love it because, I mean, the company is so great. They're just doing some incentives for just doing our normal business. I mean, it's very special in this company because most companies, you're just working and you're getting money and that's it. And here we're just doing our business, getting money and getting some extras. So I really love it. But I will translate it into German as well, very short. Also was sie gesagt hat, sie hat gesagt, hey, für jedes, ich habe ja gefragt, habt ihr euch für dieses Incentive, ihr habt euch dafür qualifiziert, wie fühlt ihr euch und habt ihr euch sonst auch schon mal für Incentives qualifiziert? Und da hat sie gesagt, hey, wir haben uns für jedes Incentive, was es gibt, immer qualifiziert. Warum? Weil wir immer zeigen wollten, es ist machbar und es ist auch für dich machbar. Das heißt, als Leader ist deine Aufgabe nicht nur, sich selber zu qualifizieren, sondern immer noch Menschen mitzunehmen und immer zu sagen, hey, du kannst es auch. Und ja, jetzt haben sie da einige, die schon die Punkte haben. Die Number One an Punkten in ganz Europa ist auch bei denen im Team. Das heißt, die schauen jetzt einfach, dass da die NMDs noch kommen. Und ja, also ich kann es euch auch nur sagen, es lohnt sich immer, sich für Incentives zu qualifizieren. Und was ich euch jetzt noch sagen möchte, weil die verstehen ja nicht, was wir sagen, aber die verstehen unsere Energy. Ja, und auch wenn ihr nichts versteht, spürt ihr auch ihre Energy. Das heißt, es wäre super cool, wenn ihr vielleicht einfach ein bisschen was in den Chat reinschreibt. Ihr müsst ja nicht auf Englisch gleich einen ganzen Aufsatz schreiben, sondern ein paar Herzen, ein paar Flammen würden auch schon lange, dass die merken, hey, Team Hollister ist am Start und die sind auch da. Okay? Great. So let's go back into English, and Sina asked some questions. So how do you deal with rejection and negative feedback?
Doesn't affect me in the slightest. So like if someone rejects me, I'm just like, whatever, next. I just keep going. It's not something that affects me. I don't think it's really ever affected me, has it? Even at the start, I don't think it's ever really affected me. It's not something. Negativity, I suppose, you know, we're all going to get negativity, but we know what we have. We know what this company is. We have a vision. We know where we're going. So, you know, if someone is negative, it's always where they're at. You know, it's nothing on you. It's nothing about what you're doing. It's always about what that person, you know, does or where they're at in life, I suppose.
Yeah, I think to back that up, I think if you learn about the products and you learn about the business and you learn the truth about it, I like think you'll know the truth then, and you'll know what it is and what it isn't. And like we don't get support really from our families. So you would get negativity, but you just don't mention it around those type of people. And you just pay attention to who you're surrounded with. I think, you know, some people will try and distract you. They'll ask you, oh, come on, don't mind that business, you know, come on out for a few drinks. Other people might try and give you negativity. And I think if you really want to change your life and you want to build a successful business, you have to distance yourself from those people for at least a little period of time and start surrounding yourself with people who do support you, who are on the same journey as you, who do want to better their lives, and get the feedback from them. And just, you know, all we're trying to do is trying to filter these people out. So if you get negativity, don't worry about it. It's just one of those things. You don't have to understand it. But if your vision is strong enough and you know where you're going, then it shouldn't affect you.
Yeah, and there's a block button there as well. Don't forget to press the block button.
I love it. All right, I will just translate it every time, just very short in German, and then just ask the next question because we want to have you on the call and you speaking and not me. So we'll just hurry up a little bit and then back to you. Also lustig fand ich gerade eigentlich so ein bisschen ihre Reaktion, wo ich gefragt habe, hey, wie gehst du mit Ablehnung und Negativität um? Sie wusste eigentlich gar nicht, wie sie darauf antworten soll, weil sie das noch nie wirklich gejuckt hat. Ja, sie hat immer gesagt, hey, das gibt's immer, aber das hat ja nichts mit mir zu tun. Also wenn jemand negativ ist, dann hat der Negativität in sich drinne und nicht ich. Und vor allen Dingen, wie stolz sie auch darauf ist, dass sie sagt, hey, wir haben sowas Geiles zu bieten, warum sollte ich mir das irgendwie machen lassen? Und was er gesagt hat, ist Umfeld, Umfeld, Umfeld. Ja, wenn jemand in deinem Umfeld negativ ist, ja dann danke und next, ja, also dann halt tschüss, also die Leute müssen ja nicht in deinem Umfeld sein, das heißt, du bestimmst dein Umfeld und du musst darauf achten, dass du wirklich mal rausfilterst, wer in deinem Umfeld tut dir gut und wer tut dir nicht gut. Yes, so I got a really interesting question for you. So you told us that you have some people in your team who wants to become NMD within the next 5 months. So what should be the DMO of someone who wants to get to NMD within the next 5 months?
I'll give you the formula for reaching the top of the company, okay? And it's keep it very simple, okay? That's the formula. Keep it simple. But it's a 4-step process, okay? Partner plus, senior partner, become PB qualified, get your club, and teach somebody else. That's the 4 steps. That's it. If you do that over and over again, you'll just climb the top of the company. So partner plus, if you're not partner plus, you got to get partner plus. If you're not senior partner, you get senior partner. You get your club. You guys call it your club as well, don't you? Yeah, your club.
Yes.
You get your club, and then you teach somebody else how to do that. And the more times you do that, you'll just keep climbing up the ladder.
I think, like, say, for instance, whatever position you're at now, I think when people look at NMD, it just looks so far away for people. But if you just take away the positions, like the positions are obviously incredible, they come with bonuses and all. But if you just take all the positions away and focus on helping people, partner plus senior partner club, partner plus senior partner club, over and over and over again, you'll get to the top of the company. That's what we do and that's what we teach.
And always, you know, watch the feet and not the lips.
Yeah.
You know, people will say they want it, but watch the action that they're taking.
So don't waste your energy on people. Don't be trying to drag people through. You're just going to waste your energy. You know, if you want to run to NMD, you're running. People are either coming with you or not. So don't be like wasting your energy on people that don't want it, and just keep teaching the people to do and show up. you know, the best version of you, because your team will copy exactly what you do. So there could be people on not on this call tonight that are telling Yesco that they want NMD, but they're not on this call tonight, you know. So it's always important, you know, like if your team want it, that they're on the team calls, you know, that they're on these team calls, that they're jumping on every week, that they're doing the do, and they're not just saying, you know, I want it, but not doing the do, you know, every single day. So yeah, it's just teaching people that over and over again, just keeping it very simple.
Yes, I love it. Keep it simple. It's so simple. Keep it simple.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and like as well, like you need to be obviously having conversations and talking to people every day. Like, has anyone started to do events? Like, you know, it's really important to start doing face to face. Because I know during COVID, obviously everything was behind the phone. But you know, it's not that really that way anymore. Like we're finding face to face is working so much better. Like we've events set up until the end of the year. They are all set up, they're ready to go. So like for us, we have events like August, September, October, November, and we're doing events in hotels, and we're challenging every team member to come, but also to bring one potential with them. So doing things like that as well. And if you're finding people on social media and they're interested, get their phone number and be like, do you know what, let's go meet for a coffee, and go and talk to them about the products and tell them about your journey face to face, rather than trying to do everything behind the phone. And if you feel you're not comfortable with that, I'm sure you have an upline or a sideline or someone that will come with you and support you and do things like that as well. Because we're encouraging everyone to do more events, to be having, you know, more face-to-face coffee meetings, coming to our events, bringing potentials. And three-way chats are working well as well. I don't know if you do them. So say for instance, I have my partner plus has somebody interested. She's kind of very new in the business, and her potentials all know that she's very new. So what she does is she said, you know what, I want to introduce you to my friend Sabrina. Do you mind if I set up a three-way chat? So my partner plus will get me into a messenger group and her potential, and I get in, I tell them my 5-year journey, like literally in 3-4 minutes, tell them how easy it is, deal with no stock, no cash, no deliveries. You know, we have an app on our phone, you'll be added into our group, you'll get full support, blah, blah, blah. It's very easy and simple. There's no pressure, you know, and I do all that with them. And literally we get them signed up over and over and over again, because I'm the third party. And as well, if it does any guys, they'd be adding Paddy into the group. So I do all the girls, Paddy does all the guys. So that's the way we kind of do to get people signed up as well quicker. Because if you're very new in the business, I think, you know, we can get this verbal diarrhea and we're just like, whoa, whoa, and we're just trying to tell them so much. It's keeping it, again, very simple. Here's a video. Let me know once you've watched it. I'll add you into a group with my friend Sabrina. She's been in the business 5 years. I'm very new. Let me do the work and let me get them signed up for you. And then we just plug them into our system. So it's about doing those three-way chats as well.
Love it. Also kurz auf Deutsch, ziemlich cool. Also sie hat gesagt, hey, oder die beiden haben gesagt, hey, lass es einfach, ja. Unser Business ist so simpel, wir müssen es einfach nur simpel lassen. Das heißt, was deren 4-Schritte-Weg ist, um ganz nach oben zu kommen in unserem Geschäft, ist, Partner Plus zu werden, SP zu werden, sein QG zu füllen und dann natürlich jemand anderes zu zeigen, wie genau das Gleiche funktioniert. Das heißt, egal welche Position du erreichen möchtest, schau einfach, wo du gerade stehst. Bist du noch nicht Partner Plus? Werd Partner Plus. Bist du noch nicht SP? Werd SP. Hast du noch nicht dein QG? Füll dein QG. Und dann bringt es anderen Menschen bei. Also ziemlich einfach. Wir müssen es einfach nur umsetzen. Und dann hat sie ja letztendlich auch gesagt, dass wir ja eh wissen, was wir tun müssen. Also natürlich, wir müssen mit Menschen sprechen, wir müssen viele Konversationen führen und so weiter. Aber was sie gerne macht, ist natürlich Events, ja, Live-Events. Ich weiß, hier sind mittlerweile viele drin, die Geschäftseröffnung gemacht haben. Aber sich auch einfach mal so mit jemandem treffen, sich die Nummer zu holen, mal einen Kaffee trinken zu gehen, mit der Person zu sprechen. Wenn man nicht so sicher ist, nimmst du eine Sideline, eine Upline, wem auch immer mit. Ja, und hast da noch jemanden oder einfach auch einen WhatsApp-Chat aufzumachen. Ja, das heißt, dass du holst deinen potenziellen Partner rein, packst deine Upline rein, zack und fertig. Also so wie wir es eh schon machen, wie eh schon unser System funktioniert. Also letztendlich einfach das System zu nutzen, wie es letztendlich einfach ist, weil live und face-to-face ist einfach immer noch mal eine andere Basis, als wenn wir einfach nur online mit denen schreiben. All right, so I have another question. I don't want to go into the details because we all know what to do. We just have to do it. I mean, we have to talk to people and that's very easy. But one short question. So what was the most special thing you have experienced through Juice Plus?
It's been so many. Me and you, yes, go.
Yeah, meet and yes, go.
Yeah, what should I say? Thank you.
I think the best thing about this business is
Best thing you've experienced.
we spoke on stage together in London. That's always a special memory. You know, I think it was 2021, wasn't 22? 2022,
Yeah, 22.
London event. We spoke on stage together. That was our first time on stage together. So that was really good. Is it?
Yeah.
We've spoke on stage in Sweden.
Oh yeah, but that was small compared to London.
Yeah.
London was good, yeah.
That was really good.
You speaking on stage as NMD?
Yeah, it's not really about me. I get very emotional when I see some of my team members succeeding. I think that's really important. Like I've cried more times than any other man on the planet. Just because of, you know, some of the people, like you can literally change somebody's life. And I think that's what this business is about. And when I see team members grow and go through, I know this keeps popping up in the chats, the rejection, when they keep battling through the negativity and, you know, they get where they want to be. And it's just watching their whole journey and no matter what the obstacles are in front of them, that they overcame them and they grew. And when I see them people on stage, that's the best thing for me.
Ja, also was die kurz gesagt haben, ich habe ja gefragt, was war das Besonderste, was sie erlebt haben. Die haben gemeinsam auf der Bühne gesprochen, das war für die sehr, sehr schön. Aber was er auch gesagt hat, dass für ihn ist der schönste Moment, wenn Partner von ihm was erreichen. Ja, wenn die was erleben, wenn die sein Leben verändern. Also er sagt, dann ist er der Mann auf dieser Welt, der am meisten weint, ja, weil er einfach immer so emotional wird und das einfach so krass feiert und das einfach zu sehen und vor allen Dingen, weil es hier ganz oft steht, immer dieses Thema Ablehnung, wenn man sieht, wie die Leute da durchgehen und dann halt eben sieht, wie die Leute letztendlich Ergebnisse haben und erfolgreich werden, dass das für die beiden ja das Wichtigste ist. Und ich glaube, da merkt man auch schon das Leadership-Level von den beiden. Die reden die ganze Zeit nur über andere Menschen. Die reden die ganze Zeit nur darüber, was die für andere verändern wollen, was sie für andere erreichen wollen. Und es geht gar nicht die ganze Zeit um sie selber. Und ich glaube, da können wir uns alle schon mal eine große Scheibe abschneiden. So another question. I mean, you're always telling you really are happy for the people and how you change their lives. And I mean, it's the most beautiful part of our business, changing the lives of people around us. But what was the craziest story from a person? Like, have you ever had a person who was really broke and didn't know where to sleep or whatever, and now changed her or his life? Have you a story like that?
Lots of stories.
We had a girl that like she had two kids. Two kids.
Bianca's story is pretty special. I'm not even
Yeah,
sure
but
Bianca's story.
I'll tell you this one real quick. So she couldn't afford like toys for Christmas or anything like that, you know. She used to have to go there's a shop over here that you obviously can get things for free. Charity like shops. And she'd be getting, you know, the whole Christmas by charity. And then she came into this business and like she went to SSC and obviously created, you know, income for herself and more for her family and stuff like that. So that was pretty special. She's a big team under her now, like massive team under her now. But it started off with like completely nothing. Like she had nothing. So that was amazing. And then obviously I don't know if you know Bianca's story. She moved from South Africa to New Zealand and she knew nobody in the country. Like she'd no friends, nobody in the country. So you can imagine if you moved into a brand new country not having anything. And literally she was in the country a couple of weeks and then Paddy messaged her. Randomly he messaged her. And literally she's created a whole new family over there and obviously a family around the world as well. But you know, Juice Plus is her family now because she had to leave all her family, and it's, I don't know if you know South Africa, but it's not safe for her to go back at all. And she's left her mom, she's left, you know, all her family. She will never probably see them again. And she's created a whole new family now in New Zealand, which has been very, very special. They actually made a video today and they sent it to me and I was like, are you for real? Making me cry again. You know, they sent us this beautiful video of them all coming together and, you know, what Juice Plus has done for their life. So, you know, there's been that story. Is there more special ones? I think more it's, you know, we've got a lot of people out of anxiety and depression and things like that as well. obviously with the products, but the community.
There's
Kev
Cavanagh as well was in the army, and he was a sergeant. And I don't know if they were on stage in Brighton, but Kev is a QNMD, and his wife Donna is a QSSC. Now, their story is a little bit emotional because in the army, you have to go overseas for a long time. And they have a very young family. They had 2 young kids. And Kev actually made a promise that he was going to make this business a success so that he would never have to leave his children again. And he kept that promise. He went QNMD and he retired from the army at 40 years of age. So he shared his story and he kept that promise to his kids that he would never leave them again and never have to go overseas, because you can imagine the anxiety that Donna would have had. You know, your husband's in the army, they're going overseas, you know, you hear all kinds of different stories, but to know that they never have to go overseas again and that they can now build a business from at home and stay with their family and build an incredible future together, I think that is very special to us as well.
It is very special. I mean, I just get goosebumps. It's incredible. I mean, these stories are heart melting. Also, was sie erzählt hat, ist zwei Stories. Einmal von Bianca aus Neuseeland. Sie ist ja, also für alle, die ihre Story nicht kennen, sie ist aus Südafrika nach Neuseeland, kannte in Neuseeland niemanden. Ja, also nicht so wie wir jetzt alle. Wir leben da, wo wir auch Leute kennen und so weiter. Sie kannte wirklich niemanden und hat sich ein komplettes Business aufgebaut, einfach nur über Facebook, hat sich eine neue Family hier aufgebaut. Und vor allen Dingen hat sie ein Leben für ihre Familie aufgebaut, weil sie hatte 2 Kinder, sie konnte keine Geschenke kaufen zu Weihnachten und so weiter, sie konnte sich wirklich nichts leisten und ist dann NMD geworden. Und dann könnt ihr euch vorstellen, wie sich ihr Leben verändert hat. Und was natürlich auch ziemlich krass ist, also einfach diese Community für sie, weil sie ist aus Südafrika rausgegangen, sie wird wahrscheinlich ihre Eltern, also ihre Mama und ihre Familie nie wieder sehen, weil da, ja, mit Weißen und Schwarzen und so weiter ist da alles noch ein bisschen schwierig. So, das heißt, es ist echt krass, das zu sehen. Und was die auch gesagt haben, die haben schon super, super viele Stories, auch mit den Produkten, aber vor allem durch die Community auch, von Leuten, die irgendwie depressiv waren, die Ängste hatten und so weiter, wo sie sich echt krass verändert haben. Und das ist natürlich schon krass zu sehen. Oder auch der Kevin, der Kev, der war in der Army, also der war beim Militär und musste halt immer, ja, in Auslandseinsätze, was auch immer, hat 2 Kinder gehabt. Das heißt, ihr könnt euch vorstellen, wie die Frau drauf war. Ja, die hatte natürlich ultra Angst, einfach nur, weil, ja, wer weiß, ob er wiederkommt und so weiter. Und dann hat er halt das hier kennengelernt, hat ein Commitment, hat gesagt, okay, ich werde nie wieder in Auslandseinsatz gehen. Und hat dieses Versprechen auch gehalten, ist Kundenmdi geworden, ist jetzt zu Hause mit seiner Frau, mit seinen Kindern. Seine Frau ist auch QSSC und so weiter. Also das ist wirklich krass. Das müssen wir uns mal vorstellen, wie wir wirklich das Leben von diesen Menschen da draußen verändern können. Ja, also ich meine, wie viele Menschen haben Angst um ihre Leute, die irgendwie beim Militär sind oder was auch immer bei der Bundeswehr. Das heißt, es ist echt verrückt, wie wir das Leben von Menschen verändern können. Und das dürfen wir uns, glaube ich, immer wieder bewusst machen, wenn wir mit Menschen sprechen. Wir verändern Menschenleben. Yes. So Robert had one question. How did you achieve your goal in such a short period of time? What are your 20% that make 80%, like Pareto principle?
Do you know what? I think when we went to NMD first, we were just so excited. You know, we didn't really know what we were doing. We just spoke to as many people as possible. You know, I remember Paddy coming home from work. You have to remember, Paddy was working full time then, and I was at home with 2 girls under 3. So it was busy at home, and he was busy in work. So, like, I remember, you can tell about what you've done around your job, but me at home, like, I had a baby in one hand, I was messaging in the other hand, I was doing lives, like the kids in the lives. Like, literally, we were so consistent. But when we were at Edinburgh at the events, like, if people on this call were not in Madrid, you know, that's why you don't have the fire that we have now to move forward, because the events give you the fire that you need. So that's what Edinburgh done to us. We seen what other people had, and we knew if they could do it, we could do it. You know, we're no different. So we had the fire from Edinburgh, and I think we just literally ran on excitement and energy and vision. Like, we were like, imagine we got Paddy out of work. Like, this is what we wanted. Paddy was moving from mechanics to be a mechanic teacher, so to teach people mechanics, because in Ireland you get off the whole summer and loads of holidays from, you know, a college. And we were always saying, like, if we can get all these holidays, we can go away more as a family, we can be with the kids more. So it was always our vision to be with the kids and have more freedom. So I remember we were changing them over. And when we found Juice Plus, we were like, isn't this crazy that, you know, we found this and this dream could actually come true, but you didn't have to go to work. So we were just so excited. And that was our big push, our excitement and our vision. So we created a vision to get Paddy out of work. So we worked hard to make that happen. We did not stop. We were doing self-development. We were talking to people. We were doing team calls. We were doing Zooms. We were literally non-stop. We had to book our kids into the diary. That's how hard we were working. Like, I remember when we were going NMD, our house was a mess. Like, we weren't even cleaning the house. Like, we were all go. If you had been a fly on the wall in this house, you'd be like, holy shit. Like, but that's what it takes to go NMD. Like, we put our all into it as well.
Yeah, I think the big thing here now is sacrifice. You can't have a better life without sacrificing something that's good. And for 2 years, those first 2 years, we never watched Netflix. We never watched any TV. So
Who watches Netflix? Hands up.
So
okay, you got to stop if you want NMD.
Okay, so you got to make a decision and a commitment. Do you want this or not? Because it's not easy. It requires a lot of hard work. Depending on your skill level, some people have to work harder than others. So I didn't have much skill level. So every spare minute of my time went into Juice Plus. So I woke up in the morning. I done a couple of stories before I went to work. I showed my capsules. I showed my shakes. I went to work. I changed the radio in the car for Jim Rohn. For personal development. I was getting through one book per week in the car on the way to work. So every week I was doing a new book. Okay, so I was doing that for 2 years. You're talking about 100 books. So it was a half an hour to work, 30 minutes to work, 30 minutes home, an hour a day listening to a book. It was mostly Jim Rohn and other type of network marketing books, wealth books, any sort of books, wherever you think you need to work. That if you don't have confidence, start picking up books on how to build self-belief and confidence, whatever you need to fix. You go and you change your radio in a car for a book.
And we still do that to now. We
Still
don't
do
listen
that.
to the radio. We always have something on in the car.
And then when I came home, we put the kids to bed, we had dinner, and from 8 o'clock, it was 8 o'clock to 10 o'clock, but sometimes it went on to 1 o'clock. Whatever needed to be done. I mean, Bianca was 12 hours ahead as well. So she would only be waking up when we were going to bed. So we might have to do a call at midnight. So whatever had to be done, it got done. And it didn't leave time for Netflix because we wanted to be at NMD. So we made all of the sacrifices. We didn't go out drinking. We didn't leave the house. It was all in for those 16 months, 2 years. And once we got there, now you've plenty of time for Netflix. I was able to quit my job and I was able to get 8 hours back a day. So some people want NMD, but they don't want to do the work to get there. And you've got to be willing to make the sacrifices temporarily to get the permanent benefits. Make the short-term sacrifices for the long-term results.
Sometimes I don't think people even know what NMD comes with. Obviously, the bonus. I don't know what your kind of rough pay is over there, but it's roughly 3,000 to 4,000 euro over here. Like, you get your health, we get health insurance, we get free NMD meetings 2 a year. We get to go to these retreats. I'm just back from one. I went to a retreat over in UK in Southampton. I got brought over for free. The rooms were like 1,500 euro a night in this place. It was insane. We got trophies, we got free food, free drinks, we got parties. Like, we get everything for free. Like, it's insane. We got all the branded, stuff. We have books and pens and bags. We got pajamas. We got aprons. We got like so much stuff. And these are some of the perks of being an NMD. So like there's so much to it.
So much to gain.
So much to gain.
So
like Netflix can wait. Okay, it can wait. So if you want more from life, you got to make some sacrifices, as Paddy said. So wherever you feel you're putting your time, remember what your vision is, where you're going. Do you want to be sitting in that job for the rest of your life, or do you want to have more freedom and be a business owner? Because anyone can do this. Anyone can do this. Like look at Yesko, he went traveling the world because of this business. Like he traveled the world. Like many of you sat there and watched him travel everywhere with his girlfriend. Like absolutely insane what this business can give you.
Absolutely. I love it. You guys are so on fire. I mean, you're just smiling and telling all this golden nuggets, and I'm just like, damn, this business is just insane. So I really love it. Your energy is great. Ja, was ich nochmal kurz übersetzen möchte, also die sagen auch, hey, wenn du NMD werden möchtest, also die meisten unterschätzen, glaube ich, so ein bisschen, was es auch bedeutet, NMD zu sein. Ja, du kannst 3.000, 4.000 Euro verdienen, aber was du dann auch noch bekommst, du bekommst die NMD-Meetings, du bekommst hier was, da was und so weiter und was dieses Leben ja auch bedeutet. Und das heißt, wenn du jetzt gerade Netflix schaust, jetzt kam hier gerade, ja, wer schaut kein Netflix? Ja, ich schaue nur dies, ich schaue nur das, ja, vielleicht ein bisschen, was auch immer. Dann denk immer wieder zurück an deine Vision. Was möchtest du? So ganz ehrlich, wenn du deinen Job kündigen möchtest, dann musst du halt jetzt mal bereit sein, die Arbeit reinzustecken. Ja, dann musst du mal bereit sein, mehr zu machen. Dann musst du mal verzichten. Und da haben sie die ganze Zeit drüber gesprochen, zu verzichten auf das, zu verzichten, vielleicht auf Radio hören, sich mal lieber einen Podcast reinzuziehen, verzichten auf Netflix schauen, mal lieber Business zu machen und so weiter. Weil ganz ehrlich, entweder du verzichtest jetzt, short-term, also kurzfristig und hast dafür langfristig ein geiles Leben. Oder du verzichtest jetzt nicht und verzichtest langfristig, aber auf ein geiles Leben. Okay, und da haben die auch gesagt, hey, du musst verzichten und du wirst sowieso verzichten und du machst halt eben diese Entscheidung und ja, das ist das, was wir machen müssen. Ja, wir müssen Gas geben und die haben richtig Gas gegeben. Und er sagt auch, hey, wenn ihr jetzt gerade mal kein Netflix schaut, ja, aber wenn ihr dann irgendwann mal euren Job kündigen könnt und 3.000, 4.000, 5.000 Euro im Monat verdient, ja, dann könnt ihr auch mal Netflix schauen. Da habt ihr auch genug Zeit dafür. Okay? Und deswegen verzichten müssen wir so oder so. Und die Frage ist letztendlich einfach nur, ja, worauf du letztendlich verzichten möchtest. All right, so one last question for you guys. And I mean, I'm really like soaking up all your energy because it's so great. I really love it. So we have lots of new partners in this Zoom call and lots of people who are not very long into this business, haven't been to an event or whatever. So what are your 3 top tips for new partners? So if you have a new partner, what would you tell them to, yeah, maybe go fast and become successful very fast?
Well, I think the number one thing is to be coachable. When you come into this business, I think for all of us, like when we all started, we had no idea what to do. Some of us have confidence, some of us don't. We have all different skills, different things, so I think it's really important to be coachable. Listen to your upline. They have done what you want. And if your upline isn't around, you go to Yesko, you go to wherever you need to go to. You've got to ask questions, ask questions. I remember I was asking my upline questions, like 20, 30 questions a day. I had my notepad. I was writing down everything she was telling me. I wasn't asking her the same question again. I had to take it down. So definitely be coachable. Listen to what they're saying, jumping on the calls and just staying close to the fire. And just knowing that, this business can give you a lot. So just don't quit, okay? Stay with us. I know there's negativity and things happening in the background, but just go and speak to your upline always and just stay very close to them, okay? And they're there to help and guide you throughout your journey as well at the start.
I'm going to give you a Jim Rohn quote: work harder on yourself than you do on the job. And I think that's really about learning. Myself and Sabrina have 2 different personalities and we do the business differently. Sabrina at the very start was a massive action taker, all out action, made mistakes, doesn't matter, keep going, learning. There was nobody ever going to work harder than Sabrina. She was just all out action, talking to as many people as possible. If she came across something, she asked a question, but she was still going out taking action. This happened. What's the answer to this? And then back to the person. It was always just constantly moving forward. I was different. I wanted to learn first. So I was saying to Laura, who was helping both of us, Laura, give me some books. I want to learn how to do this right. And Laura was saying, listen to Jim Rohn, listen to Eric Worre, listen to this thing, and then I would go take some action. This is really important. It's like rowing a boat. Okay. In one hand, I'm not going to row the boat on this call, but in one hand, you've got the action. Okay. You're taking action with this hand and you're rowing the boat. But if you just take action on its own, you go around in circles. Okay. And in the other hand, you've got the personal development. So if you keep on doing personal development and taking no action, you go around in circles. Okay. So it's very important to take some action, go and learn, take some action, go and learn, take some action. And that's the only way you can move forward. If you just do one or the other, you go around in circles and you don't get anywhere. So really important to grow your mindset, grow your knowledge, and also really important to take action and actually go out there, start conversations, even if you don't know all the answers, to have the courage to go out and just, hey, I have something you might be interested in. Would you be open to a chat? And it's just taking that action and figuring it out, putting yourself in that situation where you're uncomfortable, but you're going to figure it out no matter what.
And I think as well, when you're at the start of your journey, it's really important you start on the capsules. Okay, really important that you start on the products, because if you don't understand how the products make you feel, you can't share that with others. And when you start to take the products, like I ordered the premium first, and when I got Partner Plus, I think when I got Partner Plus or Senior Partner, I ordered the shakes then and start doing our shred program. So it's really important to understand how the shred makes you feel, how the capsules make you feel, because people will see the difference in you. You're going to have new energy. Your skin's going to be glowing. You're going to be feeling good. You're going to be excited. And once you're on the health journey, like I know when we're on the health journey, our business moves. I know when we're not on the health journey, our business doesn't move. So it's always important at the start. I won't work with anyone unless they take the products. So Jesko, you could take that into account there now. Okay. I do not work with anyone unless they take the capsules. So it's important to me that you understand them, that you know how they make you feel. And then you can go and share that experience with other people. Like in a week and a half, guys, my energy levels went through the roof. That's how I got Senior Partner. Everyone wanted energy. They seen I was excited and I had energy. Then my skin, I had hormonal acne all over my face. It started to disappear. People were like, you're glowing. Wait, and I tell you what I'm taking. And, my hair started growing. My immune system started getting better. So if you want to move your business at the start, you understand what the capsules do for you, how you're feeling, and then you share that. Like that's how you're going to go Partner Plus Senior Partner and get your club. And then you go out and help other people to do that. It's really important to go on your health journey with the products.
Love it. I mean, the best reason, or the two best reasons to take the capsules and to go full into this business are you guys. I mean, you're just like, your personality is insane. I mean, I just see you, I just listen to you, and I'm just like, I want to hang out with you. Yeah, I just want to book a flight straight away, come over and chill with you guys, because you're amazing. Really, really. I really love it. And thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for give us your time, the most valuable thing in your life. And I'm really excited to see you in Rio. And
I was going to say, we can spend time with a drink in our hands, lying at that pool in Rio. It's going to be absolutely amazing. And we'll show everyone that we're there together.
We will, absolutely. So really, thank you so much. Thank you so much for being here. And if I ever can do anything for you, just let me know. And yeah, see you in Rio, or maybe a little bit earlier. I don't know where or whenever, but definitely in Rio de Janeiro. And thank you so much for your time and this Zoom call.
Are you going to Turkey?
In Turkey? Are you going to Turkey?
We are going to Turkey.
To a team trip?
Yes.
Yeah, we're going to be there.
Jesus, what?
Yeah.
That's incredible. Now I'm hyped up. So everybody has to book the team trip right now into the Zoom call. We don't wait anymore. Okay. These guys are into there, and I will translate everything. If some of our German guys want to talk to you, I don't care. I will just do it. But that's
Yeah.
incredible.
And we're bringing our kids with us as well.
Oh, Jesus. That's
Yeah.
awesome. I love it. I love it. Yeah.
Yeah.
So see you in Turkey. That's
We'll
even
see you in
better.
We'll all have a drink.
Yeah. Not only one, but yeah. We will have some drinks. So thank you so much for your time and see you
No
in
problem.
Turkey.
See you later. Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Also, kurz noch einmal übersetzen. Sie hat auch nochmal gesagt, also hey, auf jeden Fall die Produkte zu nutzen. Du musst die Produkte selber nutzen. Warum? Du wirst anders drauf sein, du wirst eine andere Energie haben, du wirst selber gesünder leben. Menschen fragen dich, was machst du da? Und ganz ehrlich, ich saß gerade im Call und ich kannte die beiden schon, aber ich war schon wieder, also mir wäre eigentlich scheißegal gewesen, worüber die reden. Ja, für mich war einfach nur so, ich will einfach mit Zeit mit denen verbringen, oder? Ging es noch irgendwem so? Also ich dachte mir einfach nur, die sind einfach krass, die Typen. Ja, und wahrscheinlich sitzen ja auch welche drin, die denken sich so, kein Englisch verstanden, aber ich will trotzdem mit denen chillen. Ja, ich lasse mich auch den ganzen Tag auf Englisch zulabern. Kein Wort verstanden, aber die sind irgendwie cool drauf. Ja, und das passiert, und das habt ihr ja auch nochmal gesagt, arbeite härter an deiner Persönlichkeit als an deinem Geschäft. Weil wenn du hart an deiner Persönlichkeit arbeitest, dann wollen Menschen mit dir Zeit verbringen. Menschen vertrauen dir, Menschen wollen das, was du hast. Ja, und auch mit den Produkten. Sie sagt, hey, ihre Haut ist besser geworden. Ja, ihre Haare sind besser geworden. Sie hatte mehr Energy, was auch immer. Ja, und schon fragen die Leute, was hast du gemacht? Ja, ich habe die Produkte genutzt. Fertig. Ja, und das ist das Verkaufsgespräch. Was hast du gemacht, um so auszusehen, wie du jetzt aussiehst? Ich habe die Produkte genutzt. Aus Ende. Ja, also absolut genial. Und was er natürlich auch nochmal gesagt hat, Finn hat schon so halb reingeschrieben hier, das Ruderboot-Beispiel, ja, rechts ist Action, manche hier drinnen, die machen vielleicht nur Action, dann drehen sie sich auch im Kreis. Links ist Persönlichkeitsentwicklung, wenn du nur das machst, drehst du dich auch im Kreis. Und die größte Königsdisziplin ist eigentlich beides gleichzeitig zu machen. Ja? Wenn du einen Schlag auf der rechten Seite machst, einen Ruderschlag, dann und Aktion machst, dann musst du auch wieder dich persönlich weiterentwickeln und so weiter. Also dass du Action und Persönlichkeitsentwicklung verbindest. Und ja, ich glaube, das war alles Wichtige. Ich glaube, ihr habt einfach gemerkt, die Energy war krass. Also von daher, Freunde, ich möchte euch alle so erfolgreich sehen wie die beiden, dass ihr irgendwann gefragt werdet, kannst du bei uns im Teamcall sprechen, kannst du hier sprechen, kannst du da sprechen, was auch immer. Die beiden werden auch in der Türkei dabei sein. Also von daher nochmal kurz, eine Minute, zwei Sachen und dann könnt ihr alle Fußball schauen, ja, wie Deutschland die Schweiz abzieht. Das heißt, äh, die erste Sache ist Camp Lindford. Jeder, der noch kein Ticket für Camp Lindford hat, am 13.07. seid unbedingt dabei. Ihr habt gehört bei denen, was ein Event für die verändert hat. Die haben Menschen gesehen, die haben Leute gehört, die haben Stories gehört, wo sie gesagt haben, wenn die das können, dann können wir das auch. Und vor allen Dingen war es auch für die eine Inspiration, nochmal Gas zu geben. Also auch für dich jetzt nochmal, diesen Monat nochmal dein SP zu machen, dein Partner Plus zu machen, dein SC zu machen, dein QG zu machen. Mach das, um in Camp Lindford nochmal ein bisschen Anerkennung zu tanken. Ja, um da nochmal so ein bisschen einen positiven Rückenwind zu bekommen. Und dann natürlich unsere Teamreise. Also wie schon gesagt, die sind dabei. Also ich bin jetzt richtig hyped. Ich freue mich jetzt noch mehr auf Teamreise. Ich wusste es gar nicht. Also von daher richtig sexy einfach, dass John Holovati und ein paar von seinem Team auch dabei sind. Also das wird geil. Ja, und auf Teamreise, ganz ehrlich, wir sind 200, 300 Leute und 20, 30 NMDs oder so. Ja, das heißt, auf ein NMD oder höher kommen 10 Leute. Wir sind 7 Tage da. Also du kannst dir jetzt mal vorstellen, wie viel Zeit du auch mit NMDs und höher da verbringen kannst, wie du den Fragen stellen kannst und so weiter. Nicht nur mit denen, sondern auch mit Dennis und Claudia, mit John Halovati und wie sie alle heißen. Okay, also von daher, wenn ihr es noch nicht gemacht habt, holt euch jetzt euer Ticket für Camp Lindford. Es wird unglaublich geil. Es lohnt sich. Und die haben sich auch damals ein Ticket geholt, obwohl die absolut kein Geld hatten. Aber die haben es gemacht, weil sie wussten, das ist der richtige Move für deren Vision, für deren Zukunft und natürlich die Teamreise. Und dann würde ich sagen, let's crush it. Schön, dass ihr alle dabei wart. Und jetzt immer noch, jetzt zeigt sich nämlich, wer ist hier der wahre Juice Plus hält und ist immer noch im Zoom, auch wenn seit einer Minute schon Deutschland spielt und die Schweiz. Und deswegen euch einen schönen Abend. Wir sehen uns und war ein geiler Teamcall.